see at Christmas time, my barber gave me a can of Copperberg while I was in the queue waiting. See the whole haircut? I was just sitting there like, God, I really need to be like.
So you go to the hairdressers, these guys give you booze, and then they just do whatever they want to your hair.
There's one guy I went to and I showed him a photo and I went, can I get that? And he went, no. And I go, why not? And he went, because if you go up, show about with a haircut like that and someone goes, where'd you get that? And you say, my barber's, I'll lose business. It's the Peaky Blinders cut, which to be fair, probably done me a favour then. Like,
yeah.
But I was like 19, I was like, alright, well, the guy I go to now, like, I think he knows when I'm coming, I'm going to ask for something a bit experimental, like, I like mixing it up.
Yeah, and now to be fair, I don't think I remember you with anything other than what you've got now, which is somewhat of a pompadour, is it?
My man goes like young Donald Trump.
Like you get that with a hairdryer, do you?
Yeah, every morning, like, and a bit of sea salt and thickening spray.
Sea salt?
Yeah,
for your hair?
Or sea salt spray, and then you put in like, I probably don't need it, but like it's like a thickener powder as well that like buffs it up.
Oh, I've seen there's something about Mary. I know what you're sticking in it, dirty bastard.
But like, the guy I live with, he doesn't have any hair, like, so he's like, why do you use the hairdryer for that long? I'm like, listen, it's a process, like.
But was he like? He's got a beard though, yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes I bring the hairdryer into my beard just to remember what it was like.
Yeah. Oh.
Just to like, and the smell of burnt hair sometimes makes me feel sad from what I miss.
For the other day in the gym, I forgot a towel until after I was coming out of the shower, so which is bad. So I had to, there's no one there, so I had to just use the hairdryer in the gym to dry me, like.
So where was the towel?
In my house, like, but.
So you had to go just fully dripping wet.
Yeah, I feel like.
You went full out.
Yeah, just to try and dry myself off, and when it was like an acceptable level of damp, I went, right, I'm probably going to ruin these shoes with the smell on my feet, like, but like.
Oh my god! Well, I mean, I've told you a story. I think I used to do this a bit of the former Northern Irish politician that I saw drying himself fully naked, the Reverend Ian Paisley. True story. Yeah.
That's like, cause there's sometimes you're like, where do you see a celebrity? I've never seen a celebrity in a changing room. Most famous guy I've seen in a changing room was, you know, the guy from Coronation Street, the gay fella. Is it Anthony or something?
Anthony Cotton.
Yeah.
Is that his real name or is that his character?
Yeah. He was in like a pure gym one time. I was like, where did this guy from? And then, because he was opening the Poundland in Castlecourt, and he must have just got to work in.
I mean, of course he was. Yeah. Can you please tell me, is that his character name or real name? I don't know. Anthony Cotton. Johnny, do you know?
I don't even know who Anthony Cotton
Anthony
is.
Cotton from
yeah.
Corrie.
I do know
he
Neil
was
Patrick
on
Harris was in the Pure Gym, and was it Pure Gym down at St Anne's Cathedral?
I heard that as well, yeah.
He was there for about a week flat.
What was he opening?
I don't know. I think he was.
Oh no! Yeah. Oh no! Set myself up for that one. Yeah. No, I've actually seen a few celebrities in gym change rooms over the years.
Well, Reverend Paisley, surely he's the top dog, like.
Right, here's the thing. I would say in terms of locally, yes, but in terms of worldwide, I've seen a higher grade celebrity nude in the gym change room than Ian Paisley. I would say. Now, I mean, people will argue I haven't seen this guy because you can't see him, but I've seen John Cena
in the gym,
in the change room, naked.
How'd you see him?
He was just there, and I looked.
See, I need to start going to, like, no, I go to Pure Gym, like, which I mean, it's the sort of place where when you ask someone for help, they're like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
but no, saw Cena and then Batista in the gym. Because do you remember it was a big ash cloud over from like Iceland, and all the WWE were here and they were stuck and they were trained up in it's now Bannatyne up in Hollywood there.
I do not remember this.
It was a lot of fun for me. No, I'd already been to the gym for the day and my sister was working up there. I was like, you need to come to the gym. And I was like, come on, I've already been today, give me a rest. And then I went back and I was like, I'm glad I went.
What do you call the guy with the cowboy hat? It's JB?
JBL.
He
opened just JB.
JB, yeah. JBL. He opened the Big W in Yorkett when I was a kid. It's like JBL and Tori Wilson.
Why? Yeah. Oh, what do you call your man, JB? I just went to see him, not Tori Wilson. Yeah. I'm on to you, sir.
I was just like, there must have been like, do you want to open a Woolworths?
Yeah.
Or is it North Belfast?
I mean, when you're there, you may as well like fill your boots. Yeah. And then I saw Natalie Portman not in the change room sadly, but in the gym just
working out.
Yeah, she was just there. But she just like to have a wee studio to herself to do like Pilates or something. I was very cool when I was chatting to her. Very cool.
See, I'm the sort of guy with sweat.
Yeah. No, I was like, hi, and she was like, hi, and I was like, yeah, what's crack and all, and she was like, oh, I'm just here to work out. I was like, yeah, it's the gym. And she was like, no, I have like a wee room, and I was like, yeah, I've a room in my mum's. And she was like, oh well, can I have it? And I was like, yeah, and I was looking through the thing, and I was looking for her name, and her real name's not Natalie Portman, and I was like, oh, it's not, your name's not here. And she goes, I know, my name's not actually that. And I was like, what is it? And she told me, and I went, oh, there it is. No problem. Just, do you know where it is? And she was like, yeah. And I went, okay.
That's
and then off she went. And then I was like,
slick Rick showing up. Well, I think I'm socially enough awkward at the best of times. I remember bumping into one of the guys from Kneecap, Mo Cara, and I knew him from back in the day, and he used to,
Oh, why?
Yeah, he used to pour pints and Maddens and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was chatting to him, and
did he work there?
Yeah, he worked at Maddens, and I would have chatted away to him, and then he was at, we were at a music gig together, and I was chatting to him, and I was like, how's it going? He went, not too bad. And I think I asked him, how's it going? About 4 times. And then I was like, yeah, it's going good. He went, it's going good. And I should just walked away from the conversation. And I went, by the way, their film was fully out of the stage. And I went, so you still pouring pints in Madden then, or what's the crack? And he went, what? No.
Yeah.
He was like having a movie out now. And I went, I know, it's just in case, like, you wanted to stay in well with him, like you'd done a weekend shift.
I know, like the pints are good in Madden's, but I don't know if they're that good. Like, I just do a wee undercover weekend spot. Like,
stay on the boss's good side in case it all falls apart. And he was like, no, and I went, right, I'm going to go here.
Yeah.
And then I bumped into him later on in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I couldn't think of what to say. We were both coming. I was going into the cubicle. He was leaving. And I didn't know what to say. And I went, here, one swallow doesn't make a summer. And he went, what? And I just went on into the bathroom.
Now, I don't know if he was thinking the bird in that particular instance. You just walk out of the box, well,
one swallow. And he was like, what does that mean?
Fucking hell, that's fucking great. Like, I tell you, one of the funniest things I've ever seen was whenever we were in Edinburgh and we were in a bar, and I was there with Aaron McCann. And you know Michelle Wolf, who's like worldwide famous comedian. She was there and was chatting to us, and she said that McCann was like saying, I'm thinking maybe I'm going to go over to New York. And she was like, if you're ever in New York, give us a shout, say who I am, and I'll sort you out with a few gigs or whatever. I'll let you know who I'm in touch with. He says, oh yeah, grand. And he goes to her, he goes, and see if you're ever in Oma. Just give me a shout. And she was like, all right, cheers. And he was like, there you go.
She lives in Barcelona now, like, and
does she?
She's done like an open mic and I went on before her at the open mic, and I was like, she must have thought this is the worst guy of all time. I was doing a bit about fucking roundabouts in Belfast, and I was like, see when you're coming up to the junction, and it's like, I was seeing you're coming to the junction, and the driving instructor turned around, and all these Catalonians in the crowd, like, the fuck's this guy on about?
Yeah. But like, apparently they're weird at the minute, like in Barcelona. Like, apparently they do not like tourists. I've heard a rumour. No.
That I've seen that apparently if you're like sitting out having a coffee or whatever, they will literally walk up and throw like water over you or eggs at you and stuff, which is just...
No, that didn't quite happen to me, but I was there waiting to get an Uber to go to the airport when I was there about a month ago, and this guy and like MC... Have I told this story or am I losing my mind? I don't know. So. This guy was wearing like MC Hammer trousers, and he was very much a Spanish looking... I say Spanish, Catalonian, sorry. And he was drinking a bottle of beer at like 9 in the morning, which to me is always a red flag. You're like, you don't normally have your life in order if you're swollen at 9 a.m. But he was there, this other fella, and then this girl, and walked by, and I was just sitting like with my bag between my feet, or my rucksack. You'd point out, like, what do you think about that? Yeah. Very sweaty. And he goes to me, he was like, I can't do Spanish. Is that your bag? Is that your bag? And I was like, He goes, you think your bag is safe? You think your bag is safe here? And I was like, And then the girl sort of went to him. He goes, he is a very big. And I was like,
just fucking trying. So's the bag.
Yeah, it's like some lad. I just wafted the smell at them. I was like,
that's not paella.
Yeah, no.
Seafood, maybe.
But then he was like,
okay.
Chowder bag.
Episode name. But then he just goes, okay, look after yourself. And I went,
I'm on the way to the airport, like.
I was like, yeah. But then I reckon that if I probably had been like a younger, smaller person, they might. Like if I'd been this guy, you'd have been bald and off you went.
Well, I got mugged when I lived in Malaga, like, and it was the guy walked up to me and went, "You want to buy weed?" And I went, "No, he's Italian, though."
Yeah. Looking to buy you.
And I was like, "No, it's all good." And then I was standing at the ATM and I turned around and his hand was literally in my pocket, and I remember thinking, Here we go. It was like
Mugged.
yeah. I was like, stop.
But the time before I was in Barcelona, I was told, like, I was like younger. It was like one of my first stag do's went on. I was told, like, listen, you gotta be careful with prostitutes. They're gonna rob your. They're master pickpockets. They're master of sleight of hand. You just watch out. So I was walking along with both hands in my pocket, like holding my wallet, holding my phone, making sure I wasn't robbed. And then one of the prostitutes just grabbed my package. I went, ooh, what's this? And it was just fully a ball. It was just fully a ball. There was no dick in sight, just a ball, and I was so sore. I was just like, oh, it's a bollocks.
That's what we tiddlywinks.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's awful. And it was so sore. And then I had to walk off, be like, oh, why? But really, I was going, oh, fuck me. I need to get me home and ice this back. I don't have a good time in my bag in Barcelona. Like, it's not.
It is a real. I don't know why I'm saying this. Like, I'm some sort of sex guru. Like, sexual. So the last time I was there, my best mate out there was like, "Yeah, this is the gay quarter. So if you want to go to a gay sauna and all and get road, and well, it's not really my cup of tea. Like, but he goes, there's one across there, and then we were all hungover the day. We were all hungover the next day, and basically my mate was like, you know what I fancy doing, like, one of those massages where they finish you off, like. And I was like, all right, and he was like reading the description online. He was, and then she'll apply the oil. The oil's hot, and she'll start with your buttocks. And I just looked down, and I just watched him get erect in full time while reading the description.
And did he go?
Yeah. And he always tells the story of just the minute she goes, move over, so she started feeling this ball. I just came face down.
Yeah.
And she goes, there's still 40 minutes of the massage. And he went,
oh no, she's just lying there in his own sperm. Oh, that's so bad.
Because he was telling me this in the bar, that later on he was, that's what happened. And I was going, fuck's sake.
Yeah. But if he's already erect reading the description, or as soon as they touch him, it's like, oh.
I remember coming back and like, Man United were playing Liverpool and I was in the bar watching it by myself, and he came in like a Cheshire cat, like, like creeping in, like, you're not going to believe what happened. I went, good. He went, nah, I came face down. Like.
I had a mate who went for a genuine massage and they tried to wank him off and he's raging.
Was it?
He came out, he's like, fuck's sake, I went there and they tried to wank me, and I was like, well, I mean, it's pretty much, I think the poster for it was like, that's going to give it away. It was like Thai massage.
The one I walked past in like Portugal last summer, the one was like, you want like sex? And I was like, love, you genuinely look like Alfredo Morelos. Yeah. Like, just like, no, one Celtic that went down the road. You stopped.
Same hair and all.
Yeah. But like, we were downstairs watching, like, I'm like, I think Spurs were playing Brentford or whatever. My mate was like, this match is shit, I'm going for a walk. And he came back like 20 minutes later, it was all, some walk boy, drenched in sweat.
But that's like the guys, like, they're trying to sell you drugs or whatever, they go from 0 to 100 way too quickly. Like, I was walking around Lisbon, and this guy comes up to me and he goes, do you want some weed? And I don't know why he's speaking like that. He was like, you want weed? And I was like, nah, I'm good, brother. And he goes, heroin? I went, I mean, no, I'm not going to go, actually, fuck, now you mention it. Yeah, let's go for it.
You got to be in there.
Yeah, it's like, listen, I'm fucking right.
Try before I bet.
And then you just say no. I had to be like really blunt and be like, no, thank you. I do not want anything. Nothing. I've got it all. I have everything.
I've tried. Yeah. It was just like Lisbon, I think, drugs are decriminalised right over there, but like the amount they flaunt it, where they're just walking up to you and they're like, listen, work away and stuff out there. And I watched my friend like try a bit in the street, and then as soon as he went, no, it's not for me, the guy, like, and he was a midget, like, would not leave him alone. He was like, no,
like,
no,
an actual, like or a short person.
Like, just a short guy. Right, but he was, we're not gonna cross. But he kept falling back. No, you don't try before you buy because you tried. And I'm like,
no,
that's reverse the deal. Like,
I just held his head. No, not today.
But he was dressed like, Blade from the Vampire Hunter.
Yeah.
So like, mate, you better pay him before he whips out a samurai sword before you go into this club. And
was he like cosplaying or just?
I think he was. That's just Lisbon. What happens in Lisbon?
Because I had a guy that when we were in Lisbon got a wee, like, I don't know what this guy just put a wee, and he whistled out. And see, here's my go-to rule. See if a fella you don't know goes, just leave him to it.
Yeah. So
and he just gave him like a wee bag of something in it, and I think like whatever it was he got off him or thought it was, whenever he's like, that's just talcum powder. I'm like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. The
guy's just gonna, it's not gonna give you legitimately good quality drugs, is he?
This is real Colombian, like, you're sniffing washing up powder, like.
Yeah. But imagine that's a good way to make good business though.
Oh, yeah.
Have proper gear.
They
You know,
always-
just have the good stuff to be like, that guy just, the whistle to me, that bird guy just gave me legit pure. I'm absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
The autistic
whistle.
guy thinks he's a car. That guy there, boop, boop, open the trunk.
Open the trunk, just spend his whole.
Hope you don't find a body in there. What? Pop the trunk. That'd be great crack, wouldn't it? If you could have like an arse like a Pez dispenser, just popping out wee bags of drugs. That'd be classic.
I ring my brother here. No, fuck it.
But no, those guys are wild for it. Like, and when you got mugged, did you feel like?
Did he bug me?
No, were you just like, oh no, or was it properly traumatic?
No,
You're
they
like,
want me to an
stunned for
ATM.
yourself?
They put me to an ATM when I had to clear my bank account, so it was like, this is brutal, like, and then I was like, it is what it is, like, you know the hard man thing. I was like, it is what it is. Got back to the house. I went to my flatmate. It was Colombian woman, and I went, you've Googled. She didn't speak a word of English, and she Google Translate and put in, just been mugged. Can I use your phone to call my dad? Just give me, and I went, it's what it is, like. And then I was ringing my dad. As soon as I got to my dad, I like burst into tears, crying. I've just been mugged. Like,
Now, did you get the money back?
yeah, shouted the financial ombudsman.
That's fucking sick then, because then what you should do is get someone to pretend to mug you.
Oh, it was like the Santander boys were like, no, mates, we're not scouts, we're not giving you that back. And then the financial ombudsman like rang me maybe 6 months later and went, yeah, that money will be in your account the next couple of weeks. And I was like, that's unbelievable, like, because the Spanish police were, not to be like, they were just the worst. Like, he put me on FaceTime to his kids and all. Because like,
Who the guy robbed you?
the Spanish police officer, because they kind of hit me around a bit, like, so I was quite bruised. And then in the middle of the interrogation, the Spanish police officer goes, oh, my kids are FaceTiming me. And
So the police beat you up?
Oh no, the muggers beat me
All
up.
right, I thought you
And
said
then-
the police beat you on top of them. It's a rough day.
So I had to go around to the police station, and they brought me in, and they were like, going, what happened? And because my English, or my Spanish was terrible, they were losing patience with me. And then literally in the middle of the interrogation, the phone rang, and he answered the FaceTime, and it was his kids in the car, and he goes, 2 seconds, and put me on to his kids, and being like, show them what happens when you're not careful. And I had to lift up my top and show all the bruising. And he was like, he was going, that's why you need to be careful. To his kids. And he sat there like,
I thought you were going to tell me the kids spoke better English and they translated, but no, it's like, this is what happens if you are a fuck about it.
yeah. It was like, so there, you go to A2M to get McDonald's. It was like,
And how much did you get?
it was about 1,600 euro, because it was my full first Erasmus grant, and it was just like cleared out of a Revolut account immediately. And
That's a good night for that fella, though.
Oh,
And like, fair play, where there's no blame there at all. It's victimless crime.
Oh.
He got loaded dough, you got the money back, you got a wee bit of a digging, you take that.
I got the police rang Santander and got the full transcript of what he'd spent, and it was like New Balance, like he must have been walking out with like 6 new pairs of New Balance shoes. It's like New Balance, and then like a pizza place. We probably went, shopping's done, bit of feed now, staying home.
You just gave him a great day out.
The best.
What a wonder day, I guess. Loads of new kicks and some pizza.
But he took my phone as well, so I basically managed to get. I got an iPhone then when I came back and reconnected my iCloud, and sort of God, he'd taken photos of the new shoes on the iCloud.
So were they nice shoes?
Yeah, so he must have got home and been like, tick, 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 and it was absolutely mental. Like,
Now,
but
can you still get access to his iCloud?
I was raging at the time. Like, I was wondering if I sent a photo of me doing the middle finger, would he get it?
Yeah.
Or could we have a
Did you not like
communication?
the photo location?
Oh, it was exactly where I was living as well. It was a place called San Andreas in Malaga. Like,
Oh,
and I
wow,
was
you
like-
should have gone back like GTA San Andreas to get your revengeance on him. Like,
It
I
is-
just said revengeance there. I'm embarrassed for myself. There.
It is the sort of place where they probably went, he's an easy target, because this was like December, and it was like still 20 degrees, but all the Spanish are wearing jumpers, and I'm cutting about in a Hawaiian shirt and shorts. They're like,
You
this
know
guy.
what? They probably didn't even do it for any other reason. This guy looks like a cock.
Yeah, this guy's a dick.
let's just wipe him out here.
This guy's vibing, and I don't like it.
No, but listen, you've moved on. Have you learned any lessons? You've not been back in Spain since?
Oh, I'm going back here in July, back to Barcelona again. So
Oh, nice.
for massage.
For what?
A massage.
Oh, I thought you said Mossad. So did I. I was like, way to Barcelona here for the Mossad. I'm like, oh well, what a way to out yourself.
You said a few words there that activated my sleeper cell.
I know, maybe I should go into some sort of undercover fucking get the info to people.
all the names of the wrestlers you've seen in the change rooms activated sleeper cell. Ciaran Franco, the Mossad.
The Mossad impersonator.
I'm the worst secret agent ever going to shoot here. I'm really sorry about this. Like, are we all good? Like, shooting someone out. Do you still like me?
I mean, that's hard to come back from, actually. I don't really know what to say. I mean, just out of that there, fair play. Listen, so, I mean, anybody that thinks he's, free pat, no. We know the true side.
Shabbat shalom.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to interrupt the podcast to tell you that I'm going on tour at the end of August through to October 2026 with my brand new show, Obsessed. Are you obsessed with stuff? I'm obsessed with stuff, and I want to tell you all about it on this brand new hour of stand-up comedy. Tickets are available now via my website, daveelliottcomedy.com, wherever it is you want to see me. I'm going all over. I'm UK, Ireland, Northern Ireland, the works. See where you want to see me and come. I'm keeping the tickets at a pretty low price too because I'm a sound guy. I want you to get a night out. Don't worry about the babysitter. Don't worry about whatever else. You'll have change out of the tickets to come and see my show, so get the babysitters, get in. Let's have a night of it and let's enjoy watching what I'm obsessed about. Alright? Now, go and listen to my podcast for a bit. Listen, if you think this podcast is fun, you can have even more. Can we say X-rated, Johnny? X-rated, extreme, and just off the record content over at patreon.com/Sly Guy Podcast. You get the extra Sly Guy Podcast. You get the continuation of this episode, the Slyer Guy Podcast. You get the friggin' Dog Walks with Dave. You get vlogs. We've vlogs coming. Johnny, London, Lisbon, Barcelona, all going to be up there within the next... How long? What's the time scale?
The next coming couple.
The next coming couple of times. Patreon.com/Sly Guy Podcast. For that's £2 a month. Go on. What are you waiting for? I know. Maybe that's the follow-on story. You're just really sad. You're crying in a wee gutter. You've just been mugged. He goes, "Hey, friend, what do you need some support?" Eh?
No, I'm going back to Barcelona because of a connecting flight to Tel Aviv.
Yeah. So, and that's that thing you were saying earlier about when you go to the barbers and you get this odd haircut. He's like, "I'm not doing that." You went in for the film.
Yeah, I seen him.
The guy's like, "Nah, you're sweet, bro."
I seen him, but I don't believe him.
I know. Imagine you go, "Where'd you get this haircut?" "Oh, just in this fucking whatever, the Banter Lounge or wherever you go."
Fucking in there. See, man.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't work with because this is so pomadedy up. Like, imagine me trying to wear a skull cap. It'd be falling off every 5 minutes.
Your hair's more like, I'd say, like something out of Sopranos than you would be.
Yeah. I know.
You said earlier you weren't the sex guru, but I think the haircut says otherwise.
It is. It's getting. I tried the mold for a while, and then that was particularly ridiculous. And I just couldn't, because I worked in a school, like I couldn't walk around with one of the kids going, "How to do, sir?"
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, to be fair to you, you're pretty confident walking around with a mustache in a school, so I mean,
it's
I don't know. Yeah.
I remember wearing a pair of I watched the Bob Dylan film, and he's got the shades, and you know what? Me and Bobby D, birds of a feather. So I started wearing the shades around the school, and like 5 minutes in, one student goes, "Big man's got the shades on." I just took them off immediately. Like, you don't come back from that.
Nah, like there's a different level of being roasted than there is being roasted by a kid. You're like, no, I don't.
It's ridiculous. Like where I hurt my arm and came in, and my arm was in a sling, and one of them went, "Yes, man." As if like, I was like, I don't want to say it happened in the gym, but it was like.
No, why are you justifying?
Yeah.
So you just looked and went, "Yeah, it was wanking."
Yeah,
that's what happened. Don't you worry about it.
Pure Gym. Shut
up. Pure Gym, Anthony Cotton. Fist in Anthony Cotton.
Pure Gym.
I broke my wrist.
Run it, pull it, turn the hair down.
Like, what would have happened, right? Seriously, though, if one of the pupils came into the gym and you're just standing there, blow drying the wall, you'd be like, "I saw Sir in there." "Oh yeah."
Putting on damp socks, going,
"Yeah,
don't be telling anyone about this."
No, shh, don't be fucking. And then you come in and they ignore all that. And you're like, "Ours are fucking damp socks there." And you're like, "No, what about the dick dryers?" No,
they are like because they always ask about the stand up. And they're like, "You're on TikTok, aren't you?" No, I mean, no, it's not me. It's my cousin. But there's one lad who's properly like investigating it.
Oh no,
he's like Dokes and Dexter.
Yeah.
Like, he's like
surprise, motherfucker.
And he goes, "I have proof that it's you, but I used ChatGPT to make me and a guy who kind of looks like me and show him. And I went, no, it's me and my brother. Like, we're two different guys." And he went,
"Yeah."
"Oh, that's pretty believable now."
Yeah.
Like, he's on
you know
the
what
case.
you need to be doing? Open up your jacket and just show your Star David.
I feel like, I'm not on TikTok, but I am in something else.
Know,
you don't want to
listen,
fuck with.
I'm not on TikTok, but the Mossad, heard of those guys? Yeah. It's a Mossad day for you if you fucking speak.
Keep running your mouth with me.
Yeah.
That's your own to your house.
Fucking fucking hell, imagine this. Weirdly, a house in North Belfast has been droned.
You're lead seeking missa.
Who could it be? And you're like,
see, when it was really bad, it was still really bad. But
it is really bad.
When it was really bad, I went playing foot golf and I kept like uploading stories of me kicking the ball on the heat seeking missile, and I realised it's probably in bad taste.
Yeah, that's
yeah, my cabbie telling shirt on. Manor Solomon on the back.
Yeah. I'd be very hipster to wear that t-shirt, shirt now. Like.
Up the foot golf, the first foot golf in Newton Abbey, they'd probably go, yeah. I remember when I was in Vietnam, it sounds like I was in the war. We got in this boat, like a road.
I thought you were just showing him a picture of Israel. I thought you were just like, hey, what do you think about that? Like, up to you, huh?
Baby, you like Netanyahu, do you? We were on this boat, and this guy got on, he was huge, and I went, he's going to flip this boat. And he got in, and I went, where are you from? Like, Italy? He was like, no, I'm from Israel. And it was just a rowboat of me, him, and my best mate. And I was like, right, I'm not going to mention it. My mate went, do you think what you're doing is pretty fucked up? And he went, no, it was Hamas are just as bad, because Hamas, they put the baby in it, and he clearly forgot the word, and he goes, they put the baby in it, doot, and stood up and turned around on the boat, beep, and the baby was dead. He was going, what the fuck? And see, to be fair, like, we stayed with the guy the whole day, and at the end we were like, right, we're going to go to the pub here, and he goes, I come with, we are a team.
Yeah. You're like, listen mate, you need to go to bed, and you say to him like, what's the deal here, where do we sign?
Yeah. I was going to say something, yeah. No worries.
I mean, what else do you say? Like, it's hard.
I know.
I love on this podcast, all roads lead to Israel.
I know, it's like, yeah.
It's the World Cup.
It's impressive, but no, I mean, listen, on a side note, separate to what you do away from stand-up, you've just finished a big solo show there, and now you're kind of just, what are you doing now? That's out of the way, just having a chill, yeah.
I took a week and a half off, which I was like, I just want to relax.
You went back to Tel Aviv.
Yeah. Sunning myself, fucking with that, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I got a skull cap that fit this. And then, like, I'm
you need a chin strap for that, do like?
See, when I grow the beard, like, it looks very right-wing American, like, they'll take our guns, but they won't take our freedom, or just try and take my
you
gun
look like
off
you're
me.
in the IRA too, if you grow a beard, that's true as well. Very much, yeah.
Michael 14 stone, but John Eclair. But it's like, I don't, at the minute I was just like, because I'm going to Edinburgh here in the summer, so it was like a lot of stuff.
For comedy, or?
Yeah, just for the Fringe. So it was like, basically, I need to get about 20 minutes from the show that isn't to do with Northern Ireland, and it's completely universal to work for the Fringe, so I'm trying to work on that. So the show came in at 52 minutes, so it was like, if we can get like, the Fringe show's 45 minutes, so we can get like 15 now that's universal and put that in, we should be alright. And thankfully, at the after party of the show, some guys give me some material as well.
Are you allowed to talk about this?
Yeah, I won't mention the bar, but there wasn't.
Please, right. But I just need to warn you, right? Gareth has a condition which is called cataplexy, which means if he laughs too much, what happens?
I'll pass out.
You'll pass out. So just want to make sure you're sitting comfortably here, because I've heard this story, and again, sometimes in life you hear stories and you go to yourself, why?
Yeah, it's like
why has he done that? Now, I heard this particular story, and I was lost for words. So, Ciaran, the stage is yours.
So I basically, at the end of the show, I said, listen, we're having an after party in this bar, everyone's welcome, and a couple of guys came back. And when I arrived a bit later, I was saying goodbye to my friends and family and stuff like that there. I arrived, and some girls from my work were like, these guys are like playing the floor is lava with the tables, like they're jumping over the tables and going to us like, you have a go to the girls. And one of the girls was in jeans. He went, you're wearing jeans, you'd be perfect for it, jump over this table. And the girls were like, no, we're alright. And I thought, that's a bit weird, and also there's CCTV, so we're going to get in a bit of trouble here. And then about 20 minutes later, the manager of the bar messages me being like, hey, what the fuck is wrong with you and your mates? I said, what do you mean? He goes, I didn't realise circle jerks are back in fashion. So those lads that arrived first dropped their bags. My best mate was with them, and he's chatting with him. My best mate leaves, and they're probably like, right, we got rid of the boring cunt, time for the freak off. Dropped their bags, and to be fair, they weren't circle jerking, but they were in the helicopter. Like, it's just like, it's not murder, it's manslaughter. It's like, I don't know whether it was like their incel way of reviewing my show. Like, we gave
so as soon as they got a free minute, they were just bags down, dicks out, just in a circle,
circle.
swinging their dicks, and it looked in the CCTV like they were just all beating off.
The manager, she told me that like one of them was much more into it than the other two, so he was the ringleader or the ringleader literally.
Yeah.
And he's like, right, you two do it. He's out of the chat. I'm like,
So how it looked, they were in another room of this bar, and so these guys that people are assuming are your boys, like.
yeah. So then the guy was like, the guy goes, if you're mates with them, you need to leave as well. And I was like, I've never met these guys in my life, like. And then I went to upload a photo of like, great night. And I have my arm around one of them. So shout out ChatGPT, where I went on, and I just completely changed the guy's face to around. Which is very Joseph Stalin.
Yeah.
Like,
But see, the guys, did you have any communication with the jerkers afterwards?
I bumped into them on St. Paddy's Day, and they were like, that was a great I was going to say something, and they went, that was a great show. And I was like, you know what?
Fair play.
Yeah. I'll take a compliment. Let's not ruin this. He was like, do you want to come see my band? And I was like, what is it like?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's unreal on the riff and on the skin flute. Yeah. Well, who's your opener? Just the guy shoving stuff up his ass.
Yeah. But did you ask him why he did it? No.
So one of them is a friend's brother, and he's like, he can't confront his brother, but he goes, I keep going to message him and be like, what's all this about? Yeah. And he goes, oh, listen, let's just let it die in the past, like.
Yeah, but I mean, now here we are in this podcast. It's out there now.
Oh yeah, they got removed from the premises pretty quickly, and I said, I was like, one of the other barmen came in and I went, so what's happened? Like, is the police going to be involved or what? He goes, nah, I'll probably just be banned for like a month or something.
Yeah.
It was like weirder things have happened in here.
Yeah. But then what I hope they do is just be like, listen, you know, a leopard never changes its spots, like, and I hope that once they get back in there, we're like, I'll take another month's ban and just crack one out again.
It is like, because they don't talk, so they must get in and just give head signals like, let's lock and load, like.
But like I as an older guy, I wanted to ask younger fellas, is this a thing that I've maybe missed out on, or is this, what does this happen? Is this a normal thing on a night out?
No.
No, what you were going to reveal something there.
Yeah, no, I thought it was pretty odd, but fair play if that's how people bond.
Oh, it's
You know,
like,
I was just, now let me just check, it was just guys, there was no girls involved, there was no
No.
nearness.
As soon as the girls arrived, the trousers were up and they were pretending the floor is lava with or the floor's cum maybe, but
These guys just diving in.
Yeah. it was a sticky out floor as well, but they were literally like jumping over the tables and all. And then like the girls from my work were like, they walked up to them like, where do you work? And they were like, at school. And they were like, what school is it? And they were like, we're not telling you. Like,
No, you don't want those guys around the school gates.
yeah. So we're just basically like jumping over that there, and then the guy was like, also in my head I was kind of like, it's my show, where was my invite, like did they look at me and go, boring bastard, like
But at least now you know in this particular bar where the CCTV is.
oh yeah, and it was like because there was the guy, the manager goes, listen, no one was hurt, that's the main thing. And my feelings were like, this is my after.
But I love that the manager's first thing was like, listen, no one's feelings were hurt, but we did think you were the ringleader of these wankers, like. Yeah. I thought you were the Pied Piper jerking off.
I work with these guys and I'm like, surely like you're like, you know me, like you don't, surely like you don't assume he would definitely be in on it as well, like.
Well, I mean,
some of the stories are told
already. I was gonna say, yeah.
Well, to be fair, if I took mine out, they'd see it was circumcised and go, Mossad.
Yeah. That's maybe the only reason you couldn't do it. Like, you're fucking sweating beads, being like, lad, stop this, please. I can't. There's no lotion.
Come on,
my face. No.
But did like. I was expecting to get absolutely plastered after the show, but it was like sort of on edge dealing with that.
With booze, or?
Yeah. Both. I was instead sitting there going like, have the message to the bar staff, being like, messaging two of them individually, being like, listen, I'm really sorry you said this.
But then they're probably like, why you apologise? What's fuck all do with you?
Well, I messaged one of them the day after, like, can I put this in my set now? And they're like, yeah.
One of the wank guys or the staff?
The staff.
All right, okay.
The wank guys don't get.
I mean, what would be 10 out of 10 for you? Would be if you could get them to close the show for you.
Yes, man, like, yeah, coming out.
You'd be like, lads, and I mean, there's the way the edit goes, and these lads are here. And then,
what happens if they just go to your next show and there you see them, you lock eyes in the crowd, and you're about to get under this bit?
Oh, I'd have to do it. Just locked eyes directly, chatting to them, being like, "Listen, lads, let's do it." It is like, because one of them was like, he was saying to my mate Saul that he was wanting to do a festival in there at some stage. I mean, well,
a festival.
You did have a festival of something sort that night, like yeah. I was your opening act. Yeah.
Oh, and you and Saul okay now, are you?
Oh yeah, we're here.
I wasn't sure after the whole traders thing. I thought kind of.
Oh yeah, that was a bit tense. Like yeah, we got each other like. That was me on the most edge I've ever been in my life. Like, my head was gone, like, by the end.
Yeah, we did a version. There's a joke there, isn't there?
It's an old
But we did a version of the Touts, but it'd been a few months ago now, and Saul and you are like, you're besties, like,
we go back 5 years old,
like, and he, on the moment, like, I felt he real turned on you, like, it was
voting for me and all. I was going. It was actually, we went for a pint afterwards, and I don't know, but I was like, there's a bit of tension here, like we're genuinely apologising to each other after and all, and he was like, I don't remember your finger getting cut off, and then I was like, what did happen, like, and then that's a guy who's partied too much, because he's like no memory of it at all, like.
But he was so convincing out of nowhere. I thought that was treacherous behaviour, and then he just went.
Yeah,
but then Saul plays it so weird, because I've done it with Saul before, and the last time I was like, he's being too weird here to make me believe him.
I did, like, we went for another pint the week after, and I was still like, is there going to be a bit of tension?
What have you done?
No, nothing.
I'm
just laughing about the Ed's joke that wasn't
You guys are crying. These two young boys are behind here crying. I can't see because they're underneath the table, so I don't know what they're at.
These are two big fans of edging.
What's that?
Oh, not Patreon related.
Okay, interesting. Guys, sorry to interrupt, but I need to tell you about Omnia Wellness. Omnia Wellness are going to look after you like they look after me. I've been with them since December, and they've been monitoring my health and my well-being. I've been on a medicated weight loss journey with Omnia, and they're keeping a check-in with me. I've got one-to-one consultations every month to make sure that my medication, the Manjaro, is up to scratch and I'm at the level I need to be. I'm feeling good, I'm losing weight, and I'm feeling healthy, and I'm feeling better about myself for the first time in years, and that's all down to Omnia Wellness. If you want to see what they offer, what programs it may be tailored to meet your needs, visit their website www.omniawellness.co.uk to see exactly what it is that may be tailored to your needs. And if you want to pay full price, that's your choice. But if you want to discount, you want to be 20% off, you can use the discount code SLYGUY20%, as you can see down here at the checkout. That's SLYGUY20% and get 20% off your CQC regulated Omnia program today. As you know, in all seriousness, I am an ambassador for Action Mental Health. I think it's such a massive, important cause, and I also think that the funding has been cancelled for mental health services in Northern Ireland, and that's an absolute travesty. But thankfully this year, I don't have to sacrifice my bum like I did last year when I cycled 300 miles in 3 days for the cause. That's what it means to me. So if you want to support Action Mental Health and have a laugh with it as well, we are doing 3 shows in May this year for Action Mental Health. Friday, the 17th of May, we are in the Millennium Forum in Derry/Londonderry. I don't know why people still argue over that. It's 2026, get over it. And on the 29th and 30th, we are in Belfast at the Mac. We have some of the biggest comedians in the country. Not only the north of Ireland, the south of Ireland, Northern Ireland, the Republic, whatever. They're all coming up together. We have Chris Kent, Andrew Ryan, Emma Doran, Mickey Bartlett, me, Rory Woods, Eamon Maguire, Dylan Doherty, Sean Haggerty, and more across the nights. And it's going to be Aaron Butler and too many people, but we're doing it for a good cause. Action Mental Health. Tickets are on sale now. Not a load left for the Belfast gigs. People in Derry, do better. Care more about mental health. Tickets are available via the link below. Thank you, and get back to the podcast. Over.
My old flatmate before, my current flatmate, he was a big guy who knew if you wanted any sex terms answered, he'd be the guy to...
The sex term guy?
Yeah.
No, the guy you live with now?
No, the guy I live with now. He's a very settled down guy.
So can you send him a voice note and be like, listen, we're on a podcast here. We want to know this sex term. Can you look up some really niche sex terms and see if he knows?
So I remember he was playing the PlayStation. I walked in one day and went, what is edging? And he just put the PlayStation remote down and went, let me tell you this here. Like, and he was like explaining it to me, and he just went like, because sometimes I'd walk in and be like, what's this? And he'd just give me the basic description and not turn off the PlayStation, but he fully switced the game off and went,
for edging, this is his spec.
I'm like, it's a guy who knows what he's at.
Because this is where I get confused, right? Again, the changing generations. Gooning.
Oh, it's like trying to get as many wanks in the one day as possible.
Right, because I'm an Arsenal supporter.
Yeah.
So I get called a gooner.
Yeah.
So when I'm going around telling people I'm a gooner, I was like, gooner.
Gooner till I die.
Yeah, so those, that can cause confusion.
Oh, yeah, no, massively. Gooning is, lean, mean gooning machine. Like,
Arsenal.
Yeah. Gooner shores, like.
But then I thought another one was the edging. Obviously, does that just mean getting yourself up until climax but stopping?
Yeah, it's like I think like you keep going and going and going, and you're like, that's me, and then like you wait a couple minutes, and I'm not speaking from experience here, like I'm in and out, like, but you know what I mean, Lewis Hamilton, but Franco Norris, but but like some people are well into it, like, but it's just
gooning,
edging, like,
edging.
But it's just like, you want the rest of your day free, like.
Yeah. That is true, because then I got confused with edging and edgelords.
Yeah.
So they're different things. I thought edgelords were like masters of edging.
Oh, edgelords.
So I thought edgelords got to the point of edging, but they knew exactly when to stop.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that point they just know exactly. Like, you know, there's like the games now you can play where you like the guys are doing the petrol pump and they stop dead on like 60 quid.
Oh, was that? See,
I thought that's what edgelords were. They're just about to come.
Stop! Yeah, the Lord.
Yeah.
The edgers get raging if they go too far and they miss it. they take it too far one day.
I'd say they probably got a stopwatch and be like, I nearly hit the knee time.
But then what happens if someone else is doing it to them and then they keep going? They're like, no, squirties.
But there's a guy that I'm going to send to McKegney where he tries to name as many porn stars as he can in 10 seconds. So
while he's edging?
Yeah. So a porn star will come up on the screen and he'll like say her name really quickly, and if he gets like 15 in 10 seconds, he goes like mental and like celebrates, and I'll send him later on, like, but he does categories and all, so he'll do like
he's not a guy, you know, the goons.
He's on Instagram, like, but there was a while where I was watching his videos and then my whole Instagram feed just became pure smut boy.
Well, listen, you're telling me, because all I'm getting now is Big Harry. If you listen to the Dinty episode from a few weeks ago, Big Harry, every shout out to Big Harry that he didn't get back to us.
Yeah.
Nah, obviously we mentioned TransLink and he's like, no.
But Big Harry, like, if we want to get into edging,
I don't think Big Harry edges.
No.
I would say Big Harry just busts. Yeah. Like he'd be like, I like he reigns. But I would say he would say edging's gay, like.
Well, I suppose
he's a guy that does have sex with men, but he'd be like,
oh, does it?
No.
I don't know.
No, but it's not gay though.
It's
Where
not making money.
That information, I haven't seen anything that.
Denzi.
Oh.
Denzi, yeah.
Matthew is a guy who likes to explore.
Yeah, but then I think that again, Denzi just likes him as a guy and supports all the content he does. It's like people like certain people that do podcasts. They like their stand up. They might actually be they might be a fan of the person as a person rather than maybe and be like, I don't really like their stand up, but I like the podcast, so I'll go to see their shows.
Yeah,
so you know, you're like, listen, I don't really necessarily like the sex stuff, but I like his wee videos and his reels, and also I'll watch the gay porn.
I'll pay for it.
Yeah, and I'll subscribe because I support him as a guy. You know,
buy him a coffee.
Exactly. And so buy me a coffee, and then I'll goon in it.
Yeah. Just, do you want milk? No, I'm alright.
No, I'm sweet. Yeah. Oh, it's just
it is like. All those guys that are coming through. There was an Irish guy as well, like, and he also was like, it's like
coming through where?
My screen.
Right, okay.
He's like, I'm not. It's not gay. Like, it's I don't know what accent this is. It's Jamaican.
It is not gay.
Yeah, he was. I'm doing it for money, like, you know.
Yeah.
Which I suppose whatever floats your boat, like.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna say there must be a wee element of it. Like, you have to I think to get the tools in order.
Yeah.
You must like it a bit, like.
Well, sometimes I'm going to do a gig and I'm like, oh, I really couldn't be fucked with this tonight. And I go, remember why you're in it, like.
Yeah.
Remember why you're.
So I remember once a geography teacher asked me to point Ukraine out on a map, and I was erect, so I couldn't do it.
What?
Yeah. I was just in geography, and she was like, "Can you point out Ukraine on the map?" And I was like, "No."
She's like, up,
yeah, but I'm not doing it. And I got really cross. I was like, "No, I'm not doing it," because I didn't want to stand up with a full route. And I mean, I just happened. So maybe what I'm saying is this guy might be gay, he just happens to have a route.
To be fair, like, not to one up, but I fully shit myself in a geography class in secondary school as well, like in fourth year. I was just like sitting there, oh shit.
What did you teach you? Go point out Russia.
He was like, yeah. Point out Israel. I was like, oh.
You came and chat and pissed all at once.
But like, instead of acknowledging or saying like, sure, I need to go or whatever, I think I locked in and literally like just stood up and walked out. Yeah. And then just walked past reception, like, you need to sign out. But I was so locked in, I went, nah. And just straight past reception. My ma lived right beside the school, straight to my ma's house. She's like, what are you doing home from school? Didn't even answer, straight into the bath. Just like,
into the bath?
Yeah, clean myself.
Did you go back to school?
No, it was about 2 o'clock by that stage. So like, may as well take an hour of myself.
Yeah. I love just totally stony faced. What happened?
Because I'd say I'm a bit ADHD now, but that's the one time I can remember being fully locked in and be like, no one is finding out this happened. We're getting out of here before it does. Because even like the other week I was in the Jaggy Nettle and I bought new jeans, but they're proper baggy, and I thought, I can use these, right? I'm a guy that can rock these. And I went to the bathroom and I was sitting watching TikToks on my phone while at the bathroom, and I was like, this is class. And then I was like, geez, I'm wild warm here. And I looked down and it fully just peed all over my jeans, and my jeans were fully soaking, and like I rang.
Were you sitting down or just the urinal?
No, I was standing up, but I didn't realise that.
You watching TikToks for business for?
It was like watching Big Harry. And like,
that's why you can control the business.
But it was like fully soaking,
Yeah.
and they were like bright blue jeans, and I was like, oh fuck. So I rang my dad, and he just got it out like hospital for something as well. So I rang and was like, listen, like, can you come pick me up? And he was like, nah. And I went, come on, like, no. And he was like, no, I'm just out of hospital. I was like, man, that's your excuse for everything. And all, and he was like, I was like, please, no. And he went, nah. And he went, just get a taxi. But I was like, what if the taxi man turns on the heating?
Yeah,
and smells it? So like, I rang my mate, he was in the bar. I was like, you need to bring my jacket down. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, just bring it down. So I like walked out of the jacket with like a leather jacket.
That never gives anything away.
Yeah.
So what did you go home after that?
Oh yeah. And like the taxi driver as well, I had to say to him, was like, the heating on. I went, mate, I'm absolutely roasting it. You wouldn't mind turning that off?
Why didn't you just got your mate to pour a pint over you?
I was going to smell like Guinness and really strong piss.
Yeah. Like you weren't hydrated either. It was a big yellow.
Oh,
one.
we've been drinking for a while, like, so.
Oh, dog piss, like.
No, well, it was a good match as well. We were watching, and I was like, this is a great night, lads.
You know what I'd done? I had a guy that got the trousers off, got them under the sink, bit of water around them, stood at the hand dryer.
But that's it should be like, there's a smell of like, me and you are particular guys about smell as well. We talked about, yeah.
I don't like a bad smell. Like,
Yeah.
I think you should be punished by law if you're unclean.
Oh,
I think that's, unless you have an excuse so you cannot.
when I
wash.
start stand up, the best piece of advice you gave me was keep a book that you can write. The two separate books, one for your set and one for when you last played that venue, so you remember the set. And number 2, always carry chewing gum.
Yeah,
it's like,
always chewing them because, like, bad smells. It's just inexcusable.
you know what I invested in the other day? A tongue scraper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unreal, yeah. And then see, I didn't realise how much was actually on it when I actually used it yesterday to peel it off. And Jesus,
It's got just looking at yourself in the mirror.
that's Big Harry coming off there.
Yeah. No, I think that's like my most hated thing is the smell of a dirty mic after somebody. You can like smell their breath off the mic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's sometimes like there's one time in particular where I got on stage and the MC was obviously
Dirty bastard.
Yeah, dirty bastard. Yeah, and they got on, and I was immediately at a disadvantage because they got on stage and went fucking hell. Like,
Yeah. I used to. It started during COVID. I would bring wipes if I knew I was on somebody real stinking, and I'd have the wipes. And this when I was going, like, I would give a wee quick,
Like, yeah.
you know, wipe and then throw the wipe down and just feel like try to carry on. But yeah, it just turns me so much like when you can do that. And I think it started like I used to live with somebody who. I got into the thing of where I had to like have my own PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
Because I could smell bag off the controller. And I was like, they just had their hands down your bags and then use the controller and it stank. And I'm like, and the same with TV controller and all. I'd be like, I couldn't turn me. So
it's you need to be like the guy I live when I was 100% clean. No, but I would live with a guy in second year uni, and like I'm not joking when I say like he turned his boxers inside out. Like he was it just saves you on a wash, and I was like, mate, that's fucking disgusting. Like,
yeah.
I used to do this thing where you would annoy me that much, and you would buy these really posh eggs from like the deli near our house,
Like eggs or chocolate eggs?
like egg eggs, like
Right.
they were like £3 for maybe like 6 of them or whatever, and you'd be, these are like the best eggs you can get. And then just to get my own back on them, I would go to Tesco and buy, you know, the caged 10 eggs that are like 99p. And when you go to bed at night, I would swap them around. He'd be waking up going, what the fuck's wrong with these eggs? Like, he'd be like, why are you eating them caged eggs? And I'm like, I like to taste the fear.
Yeah.
More protein.
And you're watching them being like, yeah, how are your eggs, mate? Oh, man. That is it. I just think there's no excuse about it. Like a wee bit of spray, something like that. I think, see if I don't, or I feel like my breath's off, I'm out of there like the elephant man. I'll be like, not near people. And I'll be like, don't.
Oh, yeah. Even in work, like, someone called me a scrounger the other day because they're like, why are you always asking people for chewing gum? But if I run out and I've just had a coffee, I'm not going to risk, like...
But you know what? It's like dog poo bags. If you're
Yeah.
walking a dog and you're on a dog poo bag, you ask somebody else for dog poo bag. Otherwise, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Carry
sit
one
on
of the
that.
tubs a bit at all times for the...
Oh yeah, I think I've got. I'll tell you what. This is not a sponsored ad or at all. I got drawn in by these extra chill. They're called watermelon flavor. Now they're empty, but I just saw these new things. So extra have these 3 different flavors. This is watermelon. The other ones are mint. But this is supposed to chill you out, I think. So it doesn't.
It's a CBD in it.
The other one like cleans your mouth, and the other one's just freshness. I mean, yeah.
If Extra
no.
want a sponsor,
Yeah.
that'd be the goat sponsor.
I love chewing gum. Like I think I actually have chewed too much gum. I've crushed my teeth.
Oh, Have a packet here, packet in the car, like just
Yeah.
have
And
to.
you know what? I got a real big, because I used to get into real. I get myself stressed out of the risk of having smelly breath.
I love that you're saying that drinking a bottle of piss.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm drinking
What is it, Brocker?
the piss. It's actually vitamin C. It's piss. But you gotta be careful. That see, I would keep sometimes that by my bed.
Yeah.
So if someone walks in and like, oh god. Yeah.
Do you ever have like where you're taking vitamins and you take like loads before you eat anything at all, and they just wreck you like?
The vitamins?
Yeah. So I take like you got me on lion's mane.
Yeah.
So I took a lion's mane and an iron tablet and then a vitamin D, and I hadn't eaten anything like, and I just spent the whole morning like holding back.
See,
vomit.
a lot of vitamins you have to take just before you eat food or with food.
Yeah.
Be
So I'm
careful.
the whole day
Yeah.
I was just nauseated like.
You know what I love? I love that we're here today, and I'm just. There's a few times you've kind of said I've given you advice and you've implemented it. I like that. Lion's mane,
Yeah,
great stuff.
that's
The wee book and a clean breath. It's great. But here's another hack for you. So I got really stressed out any time I've been like doing any acting stuff. I would have chewing gum, but you can't have that if you're on a scene. But then you don't want smelly breath. And then another actor once went to me. He goes, "Have you ever tried mints?" I went, "What?" And he goes, "You can just eat the mints and then chew them up, swallow them, no gum." I was just like going around putting like gum in the fucking sound guy's hair and all. Hey God, you know what I mean?
Big
Second AD
experiments.
is so bad, yeah.
See, that's another. I'm gonna start implementing that then. Putting mints down in the Dave Elliott book of advice. Like.
Yes, mint, like just being clean is just important, like, isn't it? And shower. See, but you know another pet hate of mine is bedhead.
I'm like with my hair routine.
Uh-huh.
Every 3 days. So by day 3, it can sometimes be a bit bedheady, like,
Uh-huh.
but you just have to rock it, like.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm probably not one to talk, but even when I did have hair, I used to dip the head in the sink every day, just to get shape, because you know, like, and the thing, like Catherine said to me once as well, like she doesn't like the idea of bedhead, especially like when you're working in hospital, seeing doctors with it. I think there's no excuse. You can't be a doctor with bedhead. Get up early, get the shit out of your eyes, get your bedhead, get a wee wash, have a shower, go and be clean, enjoy, and a bit of fragrance.
See too much fragrance, but that's where I like. See if you're in a taxi with someone and they've got a full fucking bottle of like, it stings the nostrils.
Yeah. So, sometimes I can overspray now, and I've been told that by people, but I'm like, I'd rather be oversprayed than undersprayed.
Yeah, well, you'd rather smell like, because eventually, like, the minute the smelly bastard rumours start, it's very hard to shake the smelly bastard rumours.
But you know what? Some people would be like very high and mighty and be like, I've stopped wearing deodorant because of the environment. I'm like, but also you're ruining my environment by being here.
Yeah,
smelling like shit.
It's like especially like if like with stand up and stuff, you're going to be out with people in the public. You know, always carry a wee bottle of Mitchum with you. Oh, and I'm like, Mitchum's the goat, like.
And like, see if you're in a small green room,
and
there's a bit of smelliness, not good time. You know, like we've said it many times, like a Trollerman sweatshirt, you just not a nice time.
Yeah, because then you don't want to be in the green room. You're walking about, the audience can see you. They're going, this guy's nervous. Like,
but I have a real freak. I freak out, not like a Diddy freak party, but I freak out around bad smells, and I can't cope. Like I cannot cope, and I'll have a full like fucking. We walk around and be like, and I'll try to stop the smell, and I'll be like holding my fingers up my nose, talking to people. Yeah. I'm trying to like smell my own self, so I'm not being sick.
My brother would be very straight up. He would just tell someone, like, which I don't have the goal to do it. Like, we're like, he turned around to someone and goes, your breath smells like Fanta Exotic and Chili Sensations. I'm like, which to nail that date, he have like Chili Sensations and Fanta Exotic.
The way he delivered that, he sounded like some sort of like normal Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, my brother, like, it takes him like 20 minutes to say one sentence. Like, he'll voice note and he'll be like, hello, Ciaran. So, I'll be arriving back from Dublin today. And like, he texts me the other way, he goes, guess who I'm at a party with? Because he's like works in film and stuff, and I'm like, who is? He goes, the two twins that tried to sue Mark Zuckerberg. I'm like, that's a shit flex. Like, Barry Keoghan or something. He's like,
Ciaran, your breath smells like lilt and beef macaw.
It's like, I got quite bad acne in final year uni and came home for Christmas, and he just goes, I know what I'll be getting you this year. I was like, cheers, mate.
Your face needs some Clearasil, if you know what I mean. And you're like, well, I mean, it's very evident, yeah.
Coming back after Easter, he's like, your face looks good enough to eat. Like, he is like, all them things were like, he puts on like stuff to help his jawline. He puts on makeup every day, that like men's makeup to help. Like, this is a guy that like
loves his face.
Yeah, got his eye surgery done.
To see or to like?
See, yeah. And then my mum, God love him, he's so image obsessed. And my mum went, Jesus, your eyes look lovely. And she goes, once you get your crooked teeth fixed, you'll look perfect. And you just seen his face drop.
You know what? What is it about mums? Because that's what my bloody mum said to me. We're talking about like turkey hair and stuff. And I was like, nah. I was like, I wouldn't get the hair done. Like, I think I'm used to being bald now. It's too far gone. You couldn't do it. I wouldn't want the hair that much. It's grand. She goes, okay, then you might go to Turkey and get your teeth fixed. I was like, is there anything wrong with my teeth? She's like, it's the gaps and all. I could have got you. And I was like, all right, thanks, mum.
But it plays in your head all the time after, like, because even the hair, you look like Triple H now, which is good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or the Belfast Bops guy, either way, I'll take it. Yeah.
Me and him are besties.
Are you friends, or has there been any beef there?
We made a sketch that had nothing to do with him, but a few people commented it was clearly about him. But listen, I'll do the belly buster challenge.
Tell you what, like, Bops look nice. Say what you want.
That's the hardest part about it. Like,
the Bops do look nice. And speaking of belly busters and people being insulting, picked up my 6-year-old, or not my 6-year-old, a 5-year-old. I don't have a 6-year-old. That belongs to me. But I do in the cage at the back. No, I picked up my 5-year-old from school today. I was just walking her to the car, and I was holding all her stuff. So I had her like her book bag, her flask, her lunchbox, and she was just walking along, her coat under her arm as well. And she just turns around to me, stops dead in the street, turns around, reaches up, hits me in the tummy, and goes, "Nice big belly," and just turned around and walked away. I was like, all right, well, and I have to be offended because there's no way she's not meaning that.
No, they're complete honesty, like,
nice big belly. And at least, to be fair, she was sound about it. She wasn't like, gross. She was like, nice.
See, the shit like that there, where someone would say, like, mates, her, someone turned around to me and went, like, I got a new haircut, and my mate goes, "It looks good, like, it hides your receding hairline." That was on my head the whole week after. Going in, like during lockdown, I took bald medication, even though it wasn't going bald. It was just in the house all the time, and I was like looking at it, and I went, that's definitely going, like, so good to get ahead. Prevention's key. But like when you're preventing something that isn't happening, I started getting like a mustache on my neck and like the hairiest back ever, and all, and I'm like the Wolfman now, like.
But at least your head hair is glorious.
Oh, like when we were in Spain, me and my mates were playing a game where, like, you know, Hangman, but they were shaving logos into my chest and being like, guess what the logo is?
What was it? Swastika.
So you got Star David.
You're like, oh, thank God it's the star and not the swastika.
Yeah. So we got like a McDonald's logo in, a Nike tick, and then like. But I was sitting there for like 2 hours after going, I should probably just take the rest of it off now. It looks really weird sitting there with a Nike tick shaved in the chest.
Like the shaving chest hair off is never good. Like, I remember once I did my entire body, upper body, like arms, and I looked like a corpse.
I like back, take it all off, but like I like the Austin Powers sort of chest. Like,
you gotta get a bit of chest hair. Like,
I like this is probably. Do you ever get be sitting there watching TV? You just pick a few hairs off the back.
Yeah, pick a few. I mean, if I reach back there, I could just grab a handful like a tuft of grass. Yeah, I have a very hairy back, but I need to get mine trimmed because I'm going on holidays at the weekend. So,
what are you for?
Lanzarote
for a week.
Yeah,
that's unreal. We Easter.
Yeah, we excursion heading out there. Looking forward to it. Now there's a full storm or whatever in the Canaries, and it looks like they're going to like snow and all. But I'll still be out there no matter what. I'll be there. I'm getting a tan, whether it's weather beating or sun. I'm getting it.
Last time we were chatting, we were having a gig together, and you were saying you haven't been pinting. Will you take a few pints when you're out there?
You know what? I think I'll have a few. Like when I'm there, I feel like there's been a few occasions recently where I've gone. I think it's the sun, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Like the sun just comes out, and I'm like, I could have a wee cool beer here.
It's like even
maybe when I'm away, I'll have a few. Like,
it has to be like the minute the sun comes out, you're just sort of like, it does something to me. Like, we're like, even the we were in Killer Darlings on Saturday, which is inside the black box in a dark room. But because it was sunny outside, I was like, I gave myself permission to drink here.
Yeah. But no, you know what? Like, and again, it's a weird one. I just think that for me, it doesn't necessarily, unless the occasion's right, add anything. You know what I mean? Like, and that's it. And I've nothing against drinking, and I love it. When I do it, I love it. Like, my favourite thing in the world is to watch Stumpy and the videos.
Oh,
and, like Northern Ireland Traveller, I love it. But, you know, I just don't know. I think, like, I don't feel like I could have one or two and not want to drink more, which I know is a problem.
Yeah.
But then again, if you get it, there's nothing more I love than whenever it's a summer's day and you go out and you're just like, should we go for a beer? And you're like, I'll go for one. And then you've one taste of it and you're like, this is great. And then you're here with your mates. You're like, when do you get times like this? And then you just end up off it. And then the next thing you know, you're just blitzed and you're like, I love all my mates. Well, life's great and all. And then once you drink more than that, you start saying things that maybe you think's funny and mightn't be offensive. But then you discover when you say it, you can't say that anymore because it's 2026. And then you start getting up and you're like, be like, remember the rally and remember. And you're like, actually, no, that's too far. So
no, like I get the fear quite badly as well. Like we're like, we were on a work night out recently, and it was my first night out with all these people from
What's
work.
the staff or?
Yeah, with the staff, yeah. And like, around showing up with the kids going, anyone want to fight me? Like, come here, big man, let's send a drone to your house.
Yeah.
But but it was like the first night out with like new staff, and we were all having a bit of crack. But I think I wasn't drinking on an empty stomach, so by the time like I'd reached a certain level of drunk, they were only tipsy, and I kept pretending to shadow box them. And then like some girl goes, "I think it's a bit weird that you're a man in the middle of a bar pretending to shadow box a load of women," and then that immediately went, "Oh
Yeah.
fuck," and played in my head the rest of the
Like,
week. Like,
you know, there's nothing worse than whenever you think your banter's great.
Yeah,
And someone's
I know.
like, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "Huh? What?" And then you look around, see everyone else's face, and they're like, "Yeah, what are you doing?" And you're like, "Oh no."
because my head shadow boxing is hilarious. I was like, these
Yeah.
guys are loving me, like it's just making the noise and all. And then like I was like, everyone else is like at a pretty nice level.
Yeah, just a couple of glasses of wine and you're gargled. Yeah. A bottle of Buckfast and some special brews. Ah.
Should I do Rocky 6 here? Like, come on. Adrian!
I don't know what that was. That's a Mossad chant.
Trying to fight, yeah. So it was like, then we had a week off work, so I spent the whole of half term going like, oh fuck. Like, and then the next day I was out with my flatmate Alan, and I would put up an Instagram story of me shadow boxing. So they know it's just something I do all the time.
Yeah,
But I
so
think
now you're
I'm
just
not.
going to have to shadow box forever.
Yeah, like the shadow boxing guy on nights out. Like, so we have a night out next Wednesday for finishing for Easter, and I don't even really want to shadow box, but I'm going to have to start doing it.
Well, could you not like sort of low key phase it out and just do the sound effects? Keep the hands down.
I might call them all together at the start of the night, but remember, like, the last 2 nights out, I've done that. Like, I really don't want to be that guy anymore. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think they'd appreciate that. And they'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh no, cheers, Ciaran, I appreciate that. It's good."
like, we don't want to take turns being airboxed by you. Like, so,
Yeah, and like all you need to do, like if you lose perception of distance and all,
Yeah.
then you're the guy that just punches a colleague for
no reason,
no
night
reason.
out, but
Yeah, and then but then what you should do is get that wee Mossad thing in the stitched in the inside of your jacket and just be like, "Listen, I gotta keep loose, I gotta keep ready at all times."
imagine having that for the staff there. Right? Everyone's having a good night, and someone slags me, and I go, "Here, hey, that."
Yeah, and then just get the flip of the Mossad on the other side as well. Free pass time.
But I accidentally hit the wee girl, and everyone's like, "What the hell? Can I have a right to defend myself?" Hey,
Oh no, that is the worst.
punching her was promised to me 10,000 years ago.
Oh, dearie me.
Yeah.
So this has been a hoot.
Thank you very much
This
for
has
having
been
me. It's
a lot
great.
of fun. Listen, it has been a pleasure. I know we need to wrap this up now because we've got other stuff to do. But not telling you what, but there's a wee secret plan we need to discuss. But Ciaran, where can people find you? No, like on socials and stuff, not.
Ciaran Franco comedy, and then on Instagram and TikTok as well. And then I run a gig every second Thursday of the month called No Joke as well.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we're doing a gig as well in 11th of April in a place called Nags, which I'm told to give a shout out to as well. Great spot for food and get a wee meal, get a wee laugh after.
And the night before we're doing Wafflers Live, is that
Yes,
right?
Wafflers Live as well, yeah.
Yeah,
Myself, Dave, Dinsey, Paddy Raff, Mickey Bartlett, Daniel Houston producing. It's going to be good fun.
Maybe Big Harry. We'll see. Watch this space.